The Friday night lights in East Texas are some of the brightest in the state, where football is king and the hits are even harder. And now the nationwide debate over football and head trauma has reached one East Texas local sports program who recently made the controversial decision to do away with tackle football altogether. No one can question the football pedigree of Marshall, Texas, state football championship royalty. Passions for the game run deep, and football is a way of life. But it's also where the youth sports program has decided to end its tackle football program. The decision comes amid debates about whether football is safe.
Oh yeah, there you go, drive!
Felt for our program that was not the best option for us, and that's why we're going the direction that we're going.
Brian Partee is executive director of the Boys and Girls Club of the Big Pines, which will no longer offer tackle football and is replacing it with 7-on-7 flag football. The main reason, the potential for head trauma in young players, and particularly CTE.
You all right?
Club officials point to research that shows just playing the game can be dangerous. Repeated blows to the head, regardless of how minor they might be, add up and have shown negative long-term effects on players.
I heard one of the board members say, "Why are we doing this to our kids?" And that's what it is. You know, if we're starting kids earlier playing tackle when they don't need to, well, we can cut off all that time that where they could get, suffer that damage.
There's no question it causes brain damage, hitting repeated, and then the bad hits too.
Jim Harris is a retired doctor in Marshall and longtime football fan. He spent the last 4 years studying brain injuries.
Now I watch a head-on tackle and I just cringe. It's tiresome, it's worrisome. Chronic traumatic encephalopathy and brain damage due to tackle football, is a public health problem. I mean, one day there's going to be nursing homes populated by big, mindless guys with multiple tattoos who played football.
Harris met with the board of directors of the Boys and Girls Club before their decision. He says the best place to start is with children. Neurologists say a child's brain is lighter and more easily disrupted than an adult's.
Like John Madden said, a 6-year-old is 1 year out of diapers. Why in the hell are you letting him play football? Why are you putting a helmet on him and letting him tackle? My goal, and for a long time I got it done, is to get one kid a day not to play football.
Partee says he's received a lot of support, but there's also been backlash.
I have gotten a lot of people said, good and congratulations stuff, but it's a lot of them are the people who play. My kid played football and he's fine. I've heard we're jumping the gun because this medical evidence isn't accurate. I've heard we're wussifying our kids.
You're going to put that part off, the contact part off, until maybe their bodies have developed a little bit more. So I think in that regard it'll probably be a good thing.
I'm still on the fence, part of me does, part of me doesn't. Like I said, because I'm a father and I'm a big football fan. But at the same time, I want them to have a healthy life. If this means increasing the chances that they're healthier throughout their life, then so be it.
At the end of the day, the Boys and Girls Club believes they're just putting the kids first.
What are we hurting? Here's the biggest thing. Our philosophy has always been, it's not our job as the Boys and Girls Club to get you to the NFL. It's our job to just make sure you want to play next year. Get a little running around time, get a little social time, have fun, learn a few things about the sport, play next year, be active.
Another person the Boys and Girls Club spoke to was Marshall High's football coach Clint Harper, who's not against tackle football if players are taught safe techniques. Waiting 1 year for tackle football gives coaches time to develop players and teach them more X's and O's of the game. And of course, I'm referring to Marshall High School and Marshall ISD not playing tackle football in 7th grade, but playing that style of football in 8th and obviously in high school.
Very eye-opening story
Yes,
there.
indeed.
Thank you, Taylor.